friends, we are going to go on a good old nice adventure. I have been wanting to do this for a while now. As many of you guys know, I recently moved to the countryside, so I would say where I live is kind of like a small town vibe. I mean, it is a small town. My husband and I have been wanting to go and explore for a while now, and we've only gone to a couple of like dog parks, minimal things, but I haven't gotten the chance to go thrifting here, to go check out the thrift stores, to go check out maybe local bookstores around here. And if you have been following me for a while here on this channel, you guys know that I love a good thrift hunt. I love bookstores. So today we're going to be doing all of that. There's a couple of places I have been eyeballing that I've been wanting to go check out. There is a local indie bookstore that I want to go see. They also sell like little gifts and like stationery. So we're gonna go check that out first. I feel like I need to do something mellow before I get into more of a thrift hunt. Bookstore first, mellow vibes, and then we're gonna go check out the local thrift store as well after that. And then to end our cozy little perusing around, we're going to go check out this ice cream shop that also sells desserts, I believe. And the name of that, I'm so excited, is Pumpkin Land Chocolate Co. The fact that they're named after pumpkins makes my heart just flutter, and they're so close to me. So that is the plan for today, friends. Book shopping, thrifting, and then some nice desserts or ice cream to cool down because it is pretty hot today. I am very excited. I feel like I really need this to just go explore my little small town and just get to know this area a little bit better. So let's go and have a cozy day out together. It is so hot outside. Oh my gosh. Me and the heat, we're not cool. We are not cool. So I just got back from Turn the Page bookshop. It is very cute. It is very small. There was hardly anyone in there, so that made it a little hard to film because it's a really small bookstore. It's relatively quiet. I was just a little embarrassed. I was a little embarrassed to just be filming everything. So I tried my best to catch a couple of shots here and there, but they had a nicely curated shop. It's mostly used books, but they do have like little trinkets, stationery, goodies. They had a couple of new books, but I didn't see any new releases or anything that I would necessarily be interested in getting. I did get a couple things. One of them is a book, but it is used. It is a very old book, a book that I've been meaning to get, and luckily it was here and it was very cheap. It was like $6. So I got 3 things from this store, which I will show you guys at the end of this video, a little haul. Such a cute store, very cozy, very intimate. I do wish they had new releases. I was looking for some new released books that have been on my radar, but they don't really carry new releases, I suppose. But I would definitely come back here again. Definitely a store that you can come to and get like little trinkets for gifting and stuff like that. I could see myself doing some holiday shopping here. So now that we had a little mellow shopping experience at the bookstore, I feel like now I've gained enough energy to go to my local thrift store. I think it's called, what is it called? Hope Chest or something like that? Yeah, it's called Hope Chest Thrift Store. So we're gonna go there. I'm gonna go check it out. First time going there. I feel like I'm ready for a good hunt and see what I find. I am looking for everything and anything, okay? Anything that catches my attention, home decor, apparel, gardening, outdoor stuff. Everything is on my radar right now because I just recently moved and I need stuff. All right, let's go. gosh. Now I remember why I had been postponing exploring my new little town where I live, because it is hot. Here where I live, it is definitely hotter from where I used to live. The days here since summer started have been like a sauna outside. I am not used to it. And so that is why I had been postponing doing this video. And this thrift store I just went to, which by the way, I found some really cool gems. Very excited. Plus a furniture piece. They had an upstairs level. When upstairs, you have to like ask them if you can go upstairs, and they like open this door that has like a lock on it. Very scary. And it is so dark up there. Hardly any light. But they keep furniture pieces upstairs, holiday stuff upstairs, and like sports stuff upstairs. I wanted to go see the furniture pieces, and I lucked out and I found a really nice piece. I'm just hoping it fits where I am envisioning putting it at. So we'll see. But I was so happy because everything was at a really great affordable price. Most of the things I got, except for the furniture piece, were like $2, $1, $3, nothing over $5. Everything was so affordable, and they had like this little sale going on for 50% off on certain items. So I lucked out. I found some great gems, which again, I'll show you guys at the end of this video. Most of the stuff that I found was home decor stuff. I was looking through their clothing pieces and I found a top, but for me, finding home stuff is always a win. I am always constantly shopping for little trinkets, little things to decorate my house with. Also, that thrift store had no AC. They had some fans running, but it's just pretty much hot air blowing in your face. It was so hot in there. I feel like I went for a workout just being inside of that thrift store. It was so hot. So hot. I am still pretty good from my coffee that I am still drinking. I haven't even finished it. So I'm not going to go to Pumpkinland just yet. I have enough energy to probably go check out my local Goodwill. I did already go check out that Goodwill when we first barely moved into the cottage, and I found a couple of things, but I'm mainly going to see if I can find some wall pieces. I have been in search for wall decor. I have recently been decorating our bedroom, and I feel like I need more wall decor. The walls look pretty bare in there, so I'm gonna go to Goodwill. Still got some good energy in me. Gonna go and see if I can find anything there, and then later we'll go to Pumpkinland. And if it cools down enough, I also want to take you guys to this really cool park a little bit later on. Once my husband's off from work, we'll go and take Dobie to go run around at the park. So off to our second thrift store of the day. Don't you just love days like this? Coffee, bookstores, thrift stores. What else can a girl ask for, right? Guys, I have been finding so much duck stuff today. Look at this wooden duck box. Like, I need to look up white ducks are just coming into my life today, apparently. It must mean something. It just has to. How cool is this?
Is this a grapevine? I'm pretty sure these are grapes. And they're all over this little entrance to go down to the lake. That is, look, they're little grapes. Those are grapes. I'm not gonna eat them. They're so little, they're not even ready. This is absolutely my favorite park since I've moved here to come. It's places like this that really just makes me be so grateful. The serenity, the peace, it's honestly so unmatched. I love it here so much. As long as I have a place like this to go to, I know I'm gonna be okay. I think that's the secret to life, is to find yourself a good outdoor place, whether it's a hiking trail, a park. Go to it once a week. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Joey! Joey!
We made it to the haul portion of the video, friends. And do I have a haul for you guys? I will admit I kind of splurged a bit, but I mean, everything was thrifted, secondhand, and things were relatively cheap. But I did buy quite a bit of things. I was mainly, everything was on hands for me. I was looking for home decor above all, and I always like to peruse the clothing items. And you guys, I found some stuff, both home decor and clothing stuff. So let's just jump into it. I'm going to start from the first place I went to and then end at the last place I went to. Let me just say that this was so much fun, and I'm so glad that I did this. Besides the fact that it was so hot, I had so much fun exploring my little small town. This was the first time that I went to the downtown area, which is where the bookstore was, and just kind of looking around. There are so many little small mom and pop shops there. I want to go back and explore more of those shops. I really loved the thrift store where I went to, Hope Chest Thrift Store. Their pricing is just so affordable. Most of the things that I got were like $1, $2, $3, except for the furniture piece that I got, because I did get a furniture piece. And then I went to Goodwill. Goodwill is a little bit more expensive, but they had some good stuff. Anyways, let's just jump into it. Starting with Turn the Page Bookstore. This is an indie bookstore. Like I mentioned, they mostly carry used books. They do have some new books in there, and they carry stationery stuff, little trinkets, and it was very fun to peruse. I do wish they would have carried more new releases, but I did find some stuff to purchase because I did want to support my local indie bookstore. Starting off with the first thing that I got was this Perfect Puzzles word search. I've always loved doing these since I was little. I forgot, I think my mom used to always get this newspaper when I was young, and they had word searches on there, and I loved doing them. So I want to get back into it whenever I just don't want to do, illustrating or my crocheting that I usually do, and I just want to listen to an audiobook and just do something simple. This is going to be my go-to. I am so excited to get into this. I think there are, let me see, there's about 81 word searches on here, which is amazing. And this was only $4, you guys. I'm so excited for this. The next thing that I picked up is actually a tea. I got this Peter Rabbit English tea. To be honest, I've never had English tea before, but I do need to stock up on my tea. Since we moved here to the cottage, we haven't really purchased much tea, and I loved drinking tea. So I want to restart that ritual of just drinking tea. And I love teas that come in just pretty little packaging. I am for sure going to be recycling and using this little can for something. But isn't this is just the cutest little thing ever. I'm so excited to not only reuse this, but also to try English breakfast. Usually my go-to is just ginger tea. I love ginger tea. I am a hard die fan of just ginger tea. I love ginger tea with a little bit of honey and a squeeze of lemon. That to me is just so soothing, but we're gonna give English tea a try. I was desperately looking for a book to purchase. I haven't gone book shopping in months, you guys. With the move and just settling in, I just haven't really been thinking about books, to be honest. My reading has really fallen behind, but I feel like I'm at a space now where things are starting to feel calmer and settled, and I've been getting that itch to pick up books and read again, which I am so excited about. I want to just surround myself with a good story. I did end up finding a book though. It is a used book, and it's been a book that's been on my radar for a while, and that is The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. This is a pretty much classic book. I've always wanted to read this, but I don't really read much fiction, but they had this for $6. It's very worn in, which I love. From what I read, this is a pretty hard read because it does have to do with Sylvia Plath's life. Wait, so I suppose this is actually an autobiography then, I think? I don't know. Yeah, it's about her life and her dealing with her mental health problems that eventually led to her unaliving. I need to be in the right space to read this. I don't know if I'll read this right away, but I'm just glad to add this to my book collection. And the last thing that I got from Turn the Page bookstore is a sticker, and it is this Luke's Diner sticker. I found this when I was checking out at the cash register, and I just had to pick this up because come on, Luke's, Gilmore Girls, what else can be just more perfect than that? So I'm gonna see where I put this, but I'm glad I have this. Now moving on to Hope Chest, the first thrift store that I went to. It was my first time checking that out. To my surprise, they had a lot of cute little knickknacks. This is a little box that I ended up taking home full of little goodies that I'm excited to show you guys. Starting off with the one piece of clothing item that I got from them. It is this Columbia t-shirt that has a little cute dragonfly. I love this. The dragonfly just looks so subtle, and I love a good just boxy baggy t-shirt. I already tried this on, and this is so soft. It feels so comfortable. This sits at a perfect angle. It's not too long. I think it's perfect for the summer season, and I'm excited to wear it. The next thing that I got is this cute little kettle. I have been looking for a kettle for a while, but there was nothing that I relatively liked, and it's not that I like this so much, it was just the fact that it was super cheap. This was $3, you guys. I just need to give it a good clean, and it's good as new. It's in pretty good condition. I'm excited to start brewing up some water and have my teas. Also, I forgot to mention that the shirt was $1, I believe. Then I found this little wall candle holder. Look at this thing, you guys. It is so cute. I am slowly falling in love with these wall candle holders. I got another one from Hobby Lobby a couple of months ago before I moved that I loved so much. That one, I put it in my bathroom, and it's so cute, but this one I love because it is all wood. It definitely looks vintage. I don't know where I'm gonna put this. I kind of have an idea maybe where, and I don't even have to use this as a candle. I think this is also nice to put like a little trinket of sorts. Maybe a little jar with a little propagating plant will look nice on here. I don't know, we'll see what I do with this. And this, $2. And some of this stuff, you guys, was actually on sale. They were having a sale of, I think, half off if the item has been in store for more than 30 days. Most of the stuff that I got was half off. The next thing that I found that I really loved is this little wicker basket that you can hang on your wall. This is so cute. I found another one of these not too long ago that I actually put in my porch, and I put a plant on there. So now I have this one, and I think I'm gonna put this one with that one as well. Plant another plant. And now we have two of these little long wicker baskets with little plants. Or I don't know. I don't know. I kind of want to keep it indoors, but also the other one that looks like this is sitting in my porch, and I just think it would look nice if we have both of them together. This was $2.50, you guys. $2.50. Super cheap. Okay, and then for some reason, I found some duck stuff. But I found two items at Hope Chest that is duck related, and then I found another duck thing at Goodwill. So apparently I was having, I don't know, just like a duck day. I don't know what that means, but I thought that was just pretty cool. The first thing that I found is this little thing. Let me actually take this off. Okay, you think it's just a little duck knitted box, right? And it is, but inside, they are coasters, you guys. It is a whole bunch of coasters. It is like 8 of them that are all like tapestry coasters. I cannot believe I found this. This is so stinking cute. I cannot believe I found this. I think the yellow ones are all the same. They have all the same design, but I think the green ones, oh no, they're all the same too. They're all the same as well. This is so cute. To be honest, I don't necessarily love the colors. These are pretty bright colors for my taste. I like more subtle colors, but I could not pass this up. This is the cutest thing ever. I already have coasters. I technically didn't really need these, but you guys, I couldn't pass this up, and they were only $2. Actually, they were $1 because these had been there for more than 30 days. $1 for this vintage coaster duck set that is just the cutest little thing ever. Such a cool find. Another duck stuff that I found is this duck oven mat. This vintage duck oven mat. You guys, this was 50 cents. They had a bin full of just oven mats, placemats. I ended up finding this in one of the bins and it's just the cutest thing ever. It has a little wooden knob here so you can hang it. It's in great condition, really great condition. And now I have a little duck oven mitten. And the last things that I found there are like craft stuff. Very cheap. They had a whole bunch of little Ziploc bags with just craft supplies. Back at home, I used to do most of my crafts because my mom has a room full of crafts. This is where I get it from, you guys. She collects just trinkets, little things to do crafts and DIYs. She has a sewing machine. She has a hot glue gun. She has little beads. She has jewelry stuff to make jewelry. She has just lace and all kinds of stuff to just make any craft you want. Literally, she has so much stuff. And now that I moved, I'm just like, well, if I want to make crafts, I need to stock up on my own craft supplies. So I got a couple things. First and foremost, I needed a hot glue gun. So they had a hot glue gun. I haven't tested this, so I hope it works. This was $2, but it was $1. Then I found this really cool lace. I just thought this looked very nice. Last year, my family and I, we made DIY ornaments and we used for Christmas, and we used lace and beads and broken jewelry, and it was so much fun. So I know I'm going to be using this for something good. So got this. This was, how much was this? This was $1. And then I got this stuff for beading. I don't know what it all entails, but I see here some really cool stuff that I'm excited to go through. I see some jewelry pieces on here, some, I don't know, some other stuff that I can definitely use for crafts. I'm so excited to go through this little baggie. This was $2.50. And the last thing I got from Hope Chest is actually a furniture piece, which I'll just put a video of it here or a picture of it. I was really looking for a furniture piece that I can put either by where my dining room table is or in our bedroom. And I ended up loving how well it looks by where our dining room table is. There's like this weird little corner where we have like this AC unit that's on the wall. I just hate how that looks. So I feel like it needed something below it to kind of distract from the big old AC unit that's on the wall. So I ended up putting it sort of below it, and I'm going to decorate that space. I'm going to put some little cute trinkets on it and just make it nice and cozy in that little corner, because I feel like it looked kind of weird. And then the AC unit and just our dining room table, it looked a little bit empty-ish in my opinion. I really loved this unit. This was only $25, you guys. Unfortunately, it wasn't 50% off because it had not been there for more than 30 days, but I feel like this is still pretty good for its price. It's in really good condition. It has 2 drawers. The legs are nice and sturdy. Nothing is wobbly. The paint job is not that great. You could tell like someone just painted it. It must have been like a different solid wood color, I think, but the paint isn't that bad and it's black. I love black furniture. It goes very well with my decor. So yeah, I'm excited for this piece. So that was it at Hope Chest, you guys. So let's move on to Goodwill. Let's start off with some floral stuff that I found. I have been looking for more faux flowers just to decorate the house with, and I ended up finding this little cute bouquet for $3. I love this color palette, and you guys, I mean, I know we're still in summer, but autumn is well on its way, and I thought this is a perfect color palette to decorate the space with. Honestly, I would have this sort of year round because this is just my go-to color palette 24/7 all year. These are the colors I'm craving. These are the colors that I'm decorating with, and it goes with the home decor year round. I also got this blueberry wreath. This was $3, I believe, at Goodwill. It didn't have a price, but I asked the lady at the front desk and she said $3, I think. I don't know if you guys can see this well on camera, but I just think this is so gorgeous. It feels very rustic, very vintage, very cottagecore, witchy cottagecore. It is missing a few little blueberry beads or beads that have like broken, but I think it's still in pretty good condition. I want this obviously for the front of my door. If you guys remember, I made a door charm not that long ago. What was it, like in my last video? no, 2 videos ago, I made a door charm, and the flowers that I added to my door charm, which were sunflowers, are dying off already, which I knew that was going to be the case. So I'm thinking of adding the bells that I put on that door charm to this, and then enchanting this to be my door charm with the bells, and maybe adding some stuff around this. And I figured that this is a good sort of platform to decorate for each of the seasons. This feels plain enough for me to be able to add speckles of fall for the fall season, speckles of winter for the winter season, spring and summer. So I feel like this is a good standing platform to just decorate it every season. And I really wanted something like this that I can switch out year round and decorate for each season. Another little floral trinket that I found is this little boy for $1. I love finding little figurines like this that just you can put anywhere, and it just adds a little splash of color. I feel like we need to come back to little trinkets like this. I remember these from when I was little. My mom used to purchase like little stoneware trinkets like this that she would have just everywhere in the house. And these days, home decor or modern home decor is just like balls or chains. Do you guys know what I mean? Like those big balls, or a bowl of balls. Like that is today's home decor, or like some weird chains that you just put on a table and it's just like decor. Like, can we bring back little figurines like this that just add charm to your home? I think this is most likely going to go on my bookshelf. That's usually where most of my little trinkets go. Next thing I found is this candle. Again, you guys, orange, because we know what season is coming. This was $4 and it smells actually really good. We already been burning it. We burned it last night. It smells super, super good. This is sweet citrus scented candle. It's always a hit or miss with thrifted candles. Some of them have lost their scent and they don't really smell good. So I was really surprised that this one actually still has its scent. Next thing I found is this wooden board, which I'm pretty sure is, or I hope it is a cutting board, because I am in need of new cutting boards. I have just been holding off to find like little cute, interesting boards like this. The current ones that I have are just so worn out and they've been in storage for 2 years and they need to get replaced soon. So I ended up finding this that I thought was super cute. It looks very rustic and it was only $3. Okay, so remember that I was talking about how I found a lot of duck stuff. Yeah, well, at Goodwill, I found an actual duck, you guys. Look at this vintage duck. I actually have been seeing these all over Pinterest, these vintage ducks that come in all shapes and sizes and colors, that I was just so excited when I found this. This was in a bin that they were still like working on, like putting on the sales floor. And I seen this sort of like sticking out. The tail was sticking out like this. It was like buried in there. And I was like, what is that? I like that color. And I went and I dug it out and I was like, oh my gosh, it is an actual duck. Not only is it a duck, but it is a little like jewelry sort of holder. This is the cutest thing ever. It has a velvet green lining. And the best thing of all is that this was only $4, you guys. $4 for this? That is amazing. I have seen these on Etsy that are running for like $40, $30. I can't believe I found this. It has a couple of scratches here and there, but honestly, I love him so much. Has cute little beaded eyes. This is the cutest thing ever. I honestly feel like this is one of my most favorite finds from this entire haul. I did also find some frames. I was mostly looking for wall frames, to be honest. I have a couple of bare walls that need some decorating, and I'm so glad that I found 2 frames. The first one that I found is this little birdie frame. I love this so much. It has like the vintage looking birds. This is very much up my alley. Goes very well with my home decor. This was $3. I don't know what kind of birds those are, you guys. So if you guys know what kind of birds those are, please let me know down below. And the other frame that I found is this beautiful butterfly frame. Look at this beauty. The amount of butterfly frames that I have already is crazy. Like, I have a lot of butterfly art in my house, but it is one of my most favorite species. No clue where I'm gonna put this. I mean, there's a lot of potential places I could put this, but I haven't made up my mind. We'll see where these go. And then I also ended up finding this little cute frame as well, this little glass frame. I have one of these in my bathroom that actually hangs on the wall, but I love using these to press flowers. So you just press flowers on here and you just close this up and it's like a floral print. This one doesn't hang, so this has to go like on a surface, but I think it's so gorgeous. $4. And last but not least, I found some clothing pieces. I found 4 clothing items. Let's start off with this little cutie. I found this little loose top that is actually from Shein. I really like this because of the silhouette. I love like the loose fitting silhouette at the bottom, and these days I just only dress for comfort, you guys. I always ask myself when I'm shopping for clothes am I going to be comfortable in that? I do not like tight fitting clothes. I just need to be comfortable at all times. Otherwise, it drives me nuts. But I really like this for the silhouette, and I like that it's in this very distressed black. And this was, let's see, this was $4.99. This next piece that I found, honestly, I think it's supposed to be a dress, but when I tried it on, by the way, I already tried everything on and everything fits pretty okay. This item though, I'm pretty sure was supposed to be a dress, or it's supposed to fit as a dress, but it doesn't fit me as a dress, or at least I think it's too short for me to wear as a dress, or I wouldn't be comfortable wearing this as a dress. But I really love it because, again, very flowy. It is a little bit tight in the chest area for me, so that was a little bit bummer. And it has this seam here that just feels very tight in my chest area. Not very tight to where I need to return it, but tight enough to where maybe if I wash this, I shouldn't be drying this. You know what I mean? But everywhere else, like the arms fit very nice. Also hate it when like the arms are super constricted, but this fits very nice here at the bottom, very flowy. The only problem was the chest area. I thought about returning this. This was $7.99. I don't know. I still have the receipt. I really love the colors though. The colors are just so nice. So I'm gonna probably try this on one more time and then make up my mind if I'm going to return it or not. The next thing that I found that I was so excited to find is this denim vest. I have been seeing these all over again from my Pinterest. It is this very long vest, and the point is for this to have like a very just long silhouette. This looked very nice on. It does fit me actually a little bit big from like the underarm area. This is pretty wide here, but honestly, I'm gonna keep it. I love this, and I've been looking for something like this for a while now, and it still has even the tag. It is from Forever 21, made by Shein. This was $9.99. It was a bit pricey, but I mean, all the ones that I was looking at were so expensive. This next piece I want to say is actually one of my favorite clothing piece find. I'm always looking for layering pieces, and I feel like this is a perfect layering piece. It is this knit cardigan top that you can just throw on top of something. It only ties at the neckline here, but this color is just so gorgeous. I love this sort of olive green color. So cute. It reminds me of moss, the forest. It is a, what is that length called? The length that goes up to your elbows? That length. It's missing me right now, but it is that length. I sometimes wear like tank tops and I just want something to throw over it, but I don't necessarily want a long sleeve because then I'll be hot. And this is just gonna look so cute on top of just like a little tank. It is a knit, but it is like that airy knit. It is not like that warm knit. It is very fresh and flowy. So excited for this, you guys. This is by far my favorite find, clothing favorite find. I've gotten some requests to do a sort of like lookbook of sorts video, so let me know if you guys are interested in that. My style has ranged over the years. I'm in my mid-30s now, and like I mentioned, these days I mostly dress for comfort, but also I like to incorporate themes of just whimsy and cozy and a little bit of grandma core, a little bit of dark academia, a little bit of fairy core. I feel like there's so many ways that you can still dress whimsical and have really cool items in your closet, but still make it comfortable. That would be a whole separate video. So let me know if you would like to see like a summer to fall lookbook video. I think that would be very fun, kind of like a summer transitioning to fall lookbook. I don't know. I've always loved dressing up. I feel like clothing is such a huge part of my personality, and I love expressing myself through clothes. Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me today, friends. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. This was so much fun to do. I definitely want to do this again and explore some other shops and see what else is around here. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. Let me know down in the comments below what was your favorite thing from this haul. I would love to know, so comment that down below. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. I have a goal to make it to 8,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and I'm actually very, very close. Remember that you can create the life that you want because you so deserve it. I'll be seeing you in another video very, very soon, friends. Until then, take care and bye for now.